What's up, guys? All right, today we're going to show you how to make a beautiful solder just like this one. In addition to how to solder, I do show you how to cut and ream the pipe and clean it and get it ready to solder. So enjoy. Comments, concerns, feedback, likes, subscribes, all that good stuff. Much appreciated. All right, enjoy. Thanks, guys. Here are your tools. And now we're going to go ahead and cut the pipe with our pipe cutter. What we do is we get it on there secure, and then we do about a quarter turn each time you go around. Just turn that pipe cutter a little bit every time, and then eventually you'll cut through. You don't want to crank down too hard on it because you want to do it nice and even and slow. That way you don't get too much of a bevel. But either way, when you do finally get through this pipe like we do here in a second, beautiful. Try to hold on to it and don't let it drop, because then you can ding up the pipe and that makes it more difficult for soldering. Then we're going to take our reamer and we're going to actually go around the inside edge of this pipe and get out any burrs, unevenness, crap that's around the edge, any of that lip, because that can actually cause a little bit of restriction. We're going to get that out with our reamer here. Take a look at what we're doing. As you can tell, I'm feeling it, kind of get an idea of how much of a lip there is on there. There isn't much, but I do want to get just a little bit better of an angle for you so you can kind of see me get right in there on that. And we're going to clean it. You can use emery cloth or you can use this. There's really not much of a difference. I think emery cloth it's traditionally what I use, but this is what I had on hand. I like to wipe off any dust. That's why you see me wiping it on my sleeve here. Just because some of that dust can cause issues when it comes to soldering. We want this pipe as clean as possible when we solder. Any water or debris or dirt or dust or anything like that will affect it, especially water. So if you're doing it above your head and you got some existing water in there, try to strap it up and get it on an incline so the water drains back the other direction when you're heating it up. Also take a wire brush and clean the inside of the fitting. Again, we want to do that. Just want to make sure it's clean and whatnot. And then you're going to see me apply some flux. I did blow that fitting out just now, just like I said, get any crap that's on the inside of it out. Here's your solder flux. We take this, we go ahead and get some stuff on there and put as much as you want on here. There's really no such thing as too much flux. It'll burn off any excess, but this is going to help clean it while we solder, so it kind of acts as a cleaner. Dropped it there. Butterfingers. And then we're actually going to apply the flux to the inside of the fitting as well. This is really important. Get that fitting on there really good. Sometimes they go on nicely, other times they don't. So I go ahead and you can knock the end of the pipe. I don't suggest doing that with that tool. And I also don't suggest that because that can mess up your fitting on that end of the pipe as well. I guess want to give you a good idea as to what I do or what we got to do to get the fitting all the way on there. You'll hear it kind of bottom out, but you want to get it on all the way. So what's really important about soldering this fitting is getting it really hot on all sides. So heat up every piece of that fitting really good, and you want to get the pipe and the fitting warm. It's just going to help. You can tap that solder right there on it, and you'll see if it's hot enough, you'll know it'll kind of melt right in there. And then what I like to do is I like to put the heat on the bottom of the joint once it's nice and hot, and then force that solder right into that fitting, and it should go to wherever the heat is. So if you put the heat on the bottom and you put the solder on the top, it's gonna force the solder all the way around the fitting and then to the bottom. You should see 1 or 2 drips, and that's how you know you got plenty of solder in there. But yeah, really, you just force it, push it right into the joint, and the heat will pull it down and all the way around. As long as you got that fitting nice and hot, it'll pull it all the way around the fitting into the bottom where the heat is. 1 or 2